Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to another episode of our Factorio tutorials. Of course, it's Dwiz, and I'm really happy to welcome you back. Today, we're gonna have a look into nuclear power. So we'll need some reactors, some heat pipes, some heat exchangers, and some steam turbines, of course. First of all, we'll start with our reactor. As you can see here, it tells us it has right now 0% neighbor bonus. On the right side it tells us, and it has an output of 40 megawatts. So first of all, I would like to start with a single one just to get us going and show you how it's done. We'll do that down here where we have some water, and I'll show you how to do it. So first of all, we'll get our reactor down there. Then we will need, for one, I will blend in a chart for you from the wiki so you can know where I got these numbers from. So let's do maybe 2 each, and let's do them right over here. So then we can simply connect these heat pipes around. You can even do this. I'm not sure whether you will need to do it or not. And then we'll need 7 turbines. I'll go ahead and place down 8 for just some optical reasons. You could call it optical, I think, yes. And then we have this one. Now we have one small little problem, and that is, of course, that we will need some fuel in this reactor. And to get some fuel in, we could simply do something like this. And then we will also need to have an output, because the reactor will, as soon as we'll get him uranium fuel cells, he will deplete those, and those will be then used again later on in the reprocessing. But we'll come to that later on. So this design will definitely work. We can simply put a little bit of it in there, and you will see that, of course, it would provide some power as soon as we have enough temperature in our steam turbines. Right now we're at a temperature of 37 degrees now, and we'll need a temperature of 500 degrees. So in the meantime, we can simply go ahead and maybe produce some fuel cells. So I'll show you how to do that. We will need those, of course, and those will need 3 inputs. One of them is gonna be the uranium 235, and the other one is gonna be 238. We will need 235 the least, so that's going on that belt. And then we will need some iron, and so I think this is gonna be iron, and then 238 and 235. So let's go ahead and quickly do that. That's gonna be iron, that's gonna be uranium 238, and that's gonna be uranium 235. And then, of course, we will need some inserters. And then we can simply go ahead and copy all of this, turn it, or how is it called? I don't know. Flip. It's called a flip. Okay, so we could do something like this. That should be 16. Yes, 16. That will definitely be enough. Now we can, of course, as well simply put that one maybe here-ish. Give that a go. And then we will, of course, as well need some power poles. Let me just put them down here. Just like that, and then some in the middle as well. Just like that, and of course we will need to connect that over. Maybe we'll do it over there, and then we'll connect these two. And then of course something else we would like to do later on for our nuclear setup is the reprocessing. Not sure whether you'll do that in here. I guess you'll do that in the centrifuge. Let's simply check that out. Yes, there we can do nuclear fuel reprocessing. You will only need that one, so we can do maybe something like this. Then we can get rid of these and get these going here. You could, of course, also add some down there, and we will need to make this longer. Then we can come up here and over here we could join these, and then of course you could also just feed them back into here. But I'm pretty sure that won't be a loop until now, because of course we don't have the Covarex process until now. So maybe we should get that going as well. So in general, the first thing you would want to do is of course get your uranium ore processed. To do that, you will simply use the uranium processing thing, and then you can do something a little bit complicated. Actually, here it's not complicated yet. We'll simply get some filter inserters, put those... Actually, let's put these there, 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 and there. Then we can simply tell this one to be uranium 235, and this one is gonna be 238. So this is gonna be like that, and then these two are gonna be that one as well. Then we will, actually you can watch that in one of my videos about Space Factory. I think it's quite the same over there. You can actually put these on the inside by putting these over there. Then of course you can put these on the outside by putting these over there. Then we simply come in there, get there, and then that should be fine. Of course they will need an input. Actually, something else you could do right here is to simply... A simple way of doing this is also this. I would suggest doing this right here. Then we will only need some power poles, one up there or two, and a few down there. And then this should be fine. We can just copy this over, put it here, put it here. and then that should be fine. We'll then have one belt with the 235 and one with the 238. We can simply put these in right now, but we can also save the time. You'll be able to do that, but very much important is of course the Coverage process to make sure you get enough 235, because that's of course the harder one to get. As you can see here, this has a chance of 0.7% to drop 1 uranium-235. So it takes quite a while to get some uranium-235. So as soon as you have some, you should make sure to also keep it. So actually this one is gonna be 235, so this one is gonna be as well, and this one is gonna be 238. Actually here I want to put these on the inside and these on the outside. Just a very nice system that works great for me. Then we can pass by here and we can get some simple inserters. Of course you can use stack inserters here, and of course you can also use stack filter inserters here to speed up the process a little bit. And finally, of course, we will need some power, so we'll get that going as well, and then we're already looking quite fine. One thing you can do here is loop that around. If you want to, for example, grab some of your excess 235, you can simply go ahead and put this one here, put that one there. This is gonna be of course your 238, and then you could simply do something like this, and then this loops around and fills these back up. Actually no, you shouldn't do this here. So when that, am I wrong? No, I'm totally right now. Because of course your machine, but something else we can do here. We can actually feed in the uranium-238, but we can feed it in, yeah, let's actually do it here. That makes sure it doesn't get too filled up. We can simply connect it here, and then over here we can do what we wanted to do on the other side. We can simply grab one of these, put that one there, and one of these, put that one there, and then of course we will need those as well. We can simply, you can of course lay these out a little easier, but that's what I'm going to do for now. You can put these here, and of course you can put these, let's actually put those there and those there. That's looking a little smoother. And right over here you can of course get the excess that is left over, and then you can feed that into down there. Of course you will need some power over there, you will need to hook up these, and then you will need to hook up these as well. We'll need one more for over there, and that's gonna be fine like that. Very nice. And then we can come over here. So that's gonna be the 235, and that's gonna be the 238. And actually we're missing one power pole over there. Okay, So we get our uranium ore in here. It splits it up into 235 and 238. 238 coming here on the outside and the 235 coming on the inside. Those will be grabbed by these centrifuges, which will use 40 uranium 235 and 5 uranium 238 each, and will output 41 uranium 235, which is what we need and which is more than what we put in, and then 238 to 238, which is of course less, but we'll be fine with that because we will get tons and tons of 238 in here, and then this will always recircle in there. Of course, some will be as well used in here, but not a lot. Actually 19, so quite a lot, but we'll be good with that setup. And then this can go to over there and right into our nuclear reactor, which has already done quite a few things. It has actually already used up 4 uranium fuel cells. Now it's the 5th one, and actually they got placed into here. Now it's 4 in here, and those will... it needs 5. Then this will output some 238, and this can then split together right over here if you wanted to, and then this is good to go. So for the rest of this video I just want to show you how to build a bigger reactor. So actually I think I'm gonna go for a quick design of a 2x2. I think that's a very commonly used thing because it, of course, it already gets some kind of big, but it doesn't get extremely like over the top big. As you can see, we'll have to move in here from the sides, so we'll simply do that here. Then of course we will also need an output, and we will of course do that. So that's looking quite nice. We will of course still need some inserters and some long-handed inserters to output. Then we can maybe just simply put these in there, but maybe we'll use substations as well. I'm not quite sure about that yet. That's looking quite fine for the beginning. Then we can use our heat pipes to hook up all the, I don't know, exhausts, the outputs of the nuclear reactors. As you can see, now it's still telling us it has 0% neighboring bonus, but as you can as well tell from the charts, it will output quite a lot more. It will actually output, I think it's gonna get 100% there, 100% there, so it's running at 300% total, so it will be running at 120 megawatts instead of 40, so that's quite a lot more. So actually let's check. We will need 112 heat exchangers, no, 48 only. So that's gonna be 12. Let's actually design blocks by 4 first. So that's the standard 2x2 block, and sorry, 2x4. So that's 8, and that's 12. And we would need 4 of these. We could of course do something like that and go back up around it, but we could of course as well do something else. We can simply do maybe this and this. Then we can hook that up with the, how are they called, heat pipes. Then we can simply get one layer through, get that there, and then put that there. And actually here we can do this, of course. And then down here we should think about moving these one further out for one simple reason, and that is gonna be our water. Just easier like that. And now of course we will have some trouble to hook up all of these. So actually let's take away these and then let's put some substations down. We have one over here and one over there. We could actually do probably something like this. And then like that, sorry. That is gonna be the middle, I think. Then that's looking nice. And then... actually those up there aren't powered. What can we do about that? We could, of course, actually do something else, but we can also simply do this. Just because it's easy and quick. Then we can try and put these down there. Then we will, of course, get into trouble with these. So let's try that again. There's the right spot. Nice. Then we have, how many is that? Is it already 48 exchangers and 96 turbines? We can actually delete 13 turbines, so that's gonna be, that's gonna be 12. I think I'll simply go for 12. Deleting 12 will be enough. And then I will simply put in some substations here. Actually, those won't connect. Let's put them there, because why not? And then we can simply, of course, simply do this. And this. Then we're out of here. And we can, of course, as the upper side is a little shorter, we can meet those up there. That's simply done. And actually, no, let's not do it right over there. Let's leave one space so we can add the water from both sides if we wanted to. And then we will have, I think, something like this. And probably, if I can find one, I'll do something like this, and then some undergroundies, get that output there. And this is a little bit smaller reactor. Of course, you will hook up the pipes on your own. And as you can tell from the table, if you get bigger reactors, for example a 2x4, so that's twice this, it's getting a lot harder to get in all the heat pipes and stuff. And in general to design everything. One thing we could simply do here, which is not the worst idea, I think at least, is to connect these up, because we have less turbines on that side. If those might fire up a little more than these, then also these turbines can handle these because they are connected. Okay, so that's our nuclear setup done here. I hope you guys liked this whole video. If you did, then please leave a like, comment and subscribe. And of course, feel free to comment down below some other ideas on topics of Factorio or as well other games that you've seen on the channel. If you would like another tutorial or anything, just tell me. We'll see what we can do. As always, have a good one and stay safe. See you guys next time. Bye.